amigos, and welcome to episode 20 of La Resurreccion. Today is our first live Champions League game, and I can't wait to get stuck into it. If we just have a quick recap since we've last been with you, it's gone fairly well. It's been a decent start to the season. As you can see, plenty of green on there. So in our first episode, we beat Sociedad 1-0. Then we had a crazy game against Real Betis 4-3. We were actually, as you can see, 3-2 down in this game. Going into added time, Mason Mount, who I believe is on loan from Chelsea, scored in the 91st. Wilfred Boney scored in the 93rd to make it 3-3. And then Kiko in the 95th. There were limbs everywhere, I have to tell you. So, yeah, that was a pretty crazy game. We then had a bit more sensible game against Malaga. Not Malaga. We are Malaga. Alaves, there we go. Sanchez grabbed 2. We won that 2-0. First game in the Champions League, 1-0 against CSKA. A massive win. We were so good. The only thing was, every time CSKA came forward, they looked like they were going to score. They didn't have many chances in the game, but every time they came forward, they looked dangerous. We managed to hold out, get the win, off to a great start. Then a 0-0 against Valencia. They're a much better team than they were last season, so this wasn't a too bad a result. And then another 4-3, but this time not in our favour. This game had everything. Mistakes, comical goals. I'm pretty sure in this one, someone passed it. I can't remember which goal it was, but there was a back pass to Mvogo, and it just hit him, and the ball just rolled out, and they scored from it. And I was just like, are you being serious? My emotions from this group of games to this group of games has been night and day. God. But anyway, 2 games today. Away to Villarreal and then away to Porto in the Champions League. That is going to be massive. If we have a look at the La Liga table. So, we sit 4th. We have got a game in hand on some teams, well, Barca and Levante. But we are 5 points behind Barcelona. So, you know, we're keeping in touch. Like, the ball expectations only top half. So, even if we get Europe again, that'll be seen as an achievement. Obviously, it would be a bit disappointing if we drop out of the Champions League, but we massively overachieved last year, so let's just see how it goes. As you can see, Champions League group, Porto beat Besiktas, we beat CSKA, so we're qualifying at the moment, but today is certainly going to be a tough game. There was no last-minute transfer action as well, as I predicted, so nothing to report there. So let's get stuck straight into the game, shall we? And this is the team we are going with. Fairly full strength. Lomban is injured. I'm just checking. No, looks like we're fairly full strength then. I thought for some reason in my head we had any injury problems, but Mvogo's got a bit of a knock. It's just apparently can play, so we'll go with it. Sanchez, the only person on the fitness test. So this is the team we're going to go with then. Mvogo is going to be in goal. Rocha, Rodriguez, Ramos and Hermes at the back. Rolon and Gonzalez are going to be in the middle. It would be Sanchez. He's been brilliant this season, but as you saw, not fully fit. So Gonzalez comes in instead. Renato Santos is going to get his chance on the wing. His form's been pretty sporadic. So Renato Santos is going to come in on the right. Juanpi number 10. Pacheco on the left. Boney up top. It's going to be a tough game. Let's see how we get on. So then, the games begin. Hopefully we can get a good result. Villarreal did come out of the blocks firing in terms of this league season. They've dropped off a little bit as of late. So hopefully we can pick up on that. Although we haven't won in our last 2 league games. So I can see draw written all over this. But hopefully we can sneak the 3 points. First highlight of the game. 17 minutes in. Throw in. Headed away. But back to Hermes. Rolon. Juanpi gets a ball in. Boney is there. Off the post and in. It all happened in slow motion. But the most important thing is it's hit the back of the net. We take a look at it again. It comes from the throw. Not an initial great throw in by Hermes, but Rolon's there in space. You think he's going to whip it in, but no, he gives it to Juanpi. He gets a cross in. Wilfred flicks it on. The keeper clutching at thin air. In off the post, 1-0 we lead. Boney continues his fine goal scoring start to the season. I don't know what's gone on. I'm playing the same thing and he's actually scoring goals. I say playing the same thing. Renato Santos makes it 2 as I'm babbling on. 3rd goal of the season for him. My decision to bring him into the team was justified and we made a cracking start to this game. All from a throw-in. Rocha to Santos. Gets by Pedraza like he's not even there. No tackles come in. Space is there. Just fires one past the keeper. Lovely stuff from the winger. 2-0. We've been all over it so far. But yeah, I was saying about Boney. I'm still playing the same role, deep lying forward, but for whatever reason, he's actually scoring. I'm not going to argue. It's certainly nice to have a goal scoring forward. Juan P with a chance, just wide. Pepper in the Villarreal goal early on. Well, a lack of any other action in that first half brings it to half time. 2 goals in 2 minutes have given us the lead at Villarreal. Lovely stuff. We've had more chances, but Villarreal having slightly better possession, which is surprising considering they've done absolutely nothing with it. Not a shot on target so far in this game. Hopefully we can just see this one out. I was messing with the settings there because the match speed between highlights wasn't very quick, and they've actually scored. Let's have a look at it then. Fornals picks up on the edge. Just bends one from the edge of the area. It's a fairly good goal. Bit disappointing from our behalf that no one's closed him down. And Voga makes a save. Pedraza. Oh, the ball's in the net, but it looks like it's offside. Living dangerously, it's safe to say. I'm going to make a change. Juan P looks pretty tired. He's on a booking as well. So we're going to move Pacheco into the centre. Bring Alex Müller on. Just give us a different option going forward. But yeah, I don't really want to lose this game. Villarreal with a corner. Just over 5 minutes to go to the back toes. Fontas is unmarked. And it's found its way in the back of their net. That is poor. Poor marking. Poor goalkeeping. Let's see it again. Gaspar. Fontas. Why is no one picking him up? Looks, well, Vogo and the man on the line have got some questions to answer there. Right. Is it worth throwing a dice? I'm going to make another change. Sanchez is coming on in the number 10 role. Just anything at this point. Really disappointed. We look so comfortable and we've thrown away a 2-0 lead. Disgusting. Just get out of my face. Tell the boys they did well. They threw away I swear to God, I've just knocked a bottle over. I'm that angry. We've just thrown away a 2-0 lead. Are you sure? Oh, do you know what? Just get out of my office. Get out of my face. Let's just move on. What's going on? Oh, I've got to pick an England squad, apparently. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, no. That Porto game's before that. Never mind. Quick turnaround between now and the Porto game, so I'll bring that to you in just a second. Right, game day 2. Porto in the Champions League. Fitness is a little bit of an issue, as you can see. And Vogo probably shouldn't have played him in the last game in hindsight, but there you go. Also, Boney as well. Fitness a little bit of an issue, so he's not going to be able to start. So a little bit weaker than we'd like to be. But this is the team. Kellyanne is going to be in goal. Return for him. First appearance of the season. Rocha, Rodriguez, Ramos and Hermes at the back. Same as last game. Rolon in the defensive midfield role. As you can see, we've changed shape for this game. Sanchez and Pelayo Perez in the middle of midfield. Kiko on the right, Pacheco on the left, Michael Santos up top. He has not scored in absolutely donkeys. If we have a look, in his last 20 games, or in the last 20 games, he hasn't scored once. Well, he hasn't appeared in that many, but even so, today is the day he needs to pull a goal out of his backside. I don't want to risk Boney. I'm just going to see if these two... No, we'll keep them as they are. Yeah, so he really needs to pull a goal out of his backside. But nevertheless, the favourite saying returns. I was conscious then as I said it. Yeah, let's get into the game. Going to be a tough game, but we've put ourselves in a good position so far. Going with the standard 4-4-2. Ander Herrera in the side. David Luiz. Got some good players. Have Porto. First highlight of the game. Looks like it may well go our way. Kiko now. Good ball over towards Pacheco. He can't get there, but Hermes is going to pick it up with space and time. Pacheco. Rolon. He could have played it to Pelayo Perez. Sanchez. Perez. Can he slip in Pacheco? He can't. Kiko with the ball now. The shot was deflected all the way to the back post, and Pacheco has hit the post. What a chance that could have been to take the lead. It looks like it's going to go our way again. Sanchez back on the ball. Good tackle by Hector Herrera though. And Porto can come forward. Suarez. Rodriguez gone in a little bit rash. Piaka over the top. Marega from the tightest of angles. A lovely ball over the top from Piaka. Expect a little bit better there of Kellyan, I have to admit. But if we see it again, Suarez. Rodriguez has gone in a bit rash there and he hasn't got anywhere. But great ball over the top. Kellyan, he's left that space. He's got to be narrowing the angle. As far as I'm concerned, that is poor goalkeeping. Porto take the lead, potentially against a run of play. It could be argued. Another highlight incoming. Starts with a deep throw in our half. Rocha goes back. No, Kiko goes back to Rocha. Sanchez, Kiko, Michael Santos. Looks pretty isolated. No, thought there was going to be a foul in there, but apparently not. Hector Herrera with another good tackle. Felipe out to Sakai. Inside to Otavio. He comes forward. Great ball to Piaka in space. Drew comes inside. Tries a shot from a tight angle. Rocha clears the ball away. He probably would have been better off pulling that back. Otavio free kick. Suarez header against the bar. Hermes gets it away. Danger's not over yet though. Otavio can get back in. Cross is blocked. We're hanging on a bit here, has to be said. They've really pushed on the second half of this first half. I know, mind blown. But yeah, they've really pushed on towards the end of this half. And we're hanging on a bit, it has to be said. So, I'm going to tell the boys, I'm not happy. Let's get out there. Looks like CSKA and Besiktas, that's the other team in our group, yeah. They're not playing at the moment. I was going to say today, but I just noticed it's 6 o'clock kickoff, so they're probably playing later. Right, an hour gone, and we're not looking very good. Pacheco's not having a great game, so let's bring on Alex Muller. Luna and Johnny have got abysmal... Why? I've just noticed that. Why'd you... Oh, I mean, I can understand because they're not playing. Right, chance for Porto. Marega, 2-0. Easy as that. Otavio with a free kick. Marega, front header. What is going on with me today? Well, it's not even just today. It's just always. My brain works faster than my mouth. Marega with a header at the front post. Easily makes it 2-0. And we look a class apart. As in, worse. Alright, Santos, as we expected, is doing absolutely naffle. I probably should have taken it off cautious by now. Didn't even notice that. So that's my bad. But yeah, I think those changes, like coming in, taking out Vogo and Boney, they've obviously had a detrimental effect. And they're not really changes that I wanted to make, but you've got to take a long-term view on these things, unfortunately. Right, Juan P has come on for the last few minutes. I'm not expecting fireworks, but just anything. Maybe one more chance in the game. Just over 5 minutes to go, and it may well go our way. Muller gets on the ball. His ball inside is poor, and now Marega is in. Can he get a hat-trick? Marega, from the tightest of angles, hit the post, hits Kellyan and goes behind for the corner. You see those so often go in on Full Manager, especially since the update. I've noticed that there's a lot of like silly own goals where the ball will hit the post or the bar, then hit the keeper and go in. That happens quite a lot. They're overcompensating. Seemed like before the update, every free kick used to go in. Now, no free kicks, or like once in a blue moon, a free kick will go in. But then loads of other stuff is getting better. Like long shots seem to be so OP now. I've noticed when I've been playing my private save. But Porto knocking the ball around, a few seconds to go. They've been comfortable in this game. We haven't even looked like we're going to get near them. So I think it's fair to say that Porto are probably going to win the group. This assistant manager, I swear to God. Yeah, Porto are probably going to win the group. So we just need to make sure that we solidify that second place. Yeah, I thought so. The CSKA Besiktas game is coming up later. So if CSKA get a result, they probably, or get a win rather, they'll probably go above us. But we'll have Besiktas in the next Champions League game. So hopefully we can get a result there. In terms of when we will be back, let's come back. Do we want to see more Champions League stuff? I don't necessarily... You know what, let's change it up a little bit. Let's do the Copa del Rey game and then Celta Vigo. And then we'll go from there, shall we? I've just noticed, Copa del Rey 4th round, end of October. Copa del Rey 4th round, start of December. Is that like a two-legged thing that's just stretched over a month? That's ridiculous. But yeah, we'll change the pace up. We'll bring you a cup game and then Celta Vigo in the league. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more. And I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.